Difference between null and alternate hypothesis and the example of null and alternate hypothesis. The null hypothesis is a general statement that states that there is no relationship between two variables in a study or that there is no association between two groups. On the other hand, an alternate hypothesis is a statement that describes that there is a relationship between two selected variables in a study. A null hypothesis is the hypothesis a researcher is trying to disprove, whereas the alternate hypothesis is the hypothesis that the researcher tries to prove. A null hypothesis is denoted by H0, and it is read as H null, H0 or H0. On the other hand, alternate hypothesis is denoted by H1 or HA, and it is read as H1 or HA. In mathematical expression, null hypothesis is followed by equals to sign. Alternate hypothesis is followed by not equals to, less than or greater than sign. If the null hypothesis is accepted, the results of the study becomes insignificant, whereas if an alternate hypothesis is accepted, the results of the study become significant. In null hypothesis, testing is indirect and implicit. In alternate hypothesis, testing is direct and explicit. In null hypothesis, if the p-value is greater than the level of significance, the null hypothesis is accepted. On the other hand, in alternate hypothesis, if the p-value is smaller than the level of significance, an alternative hypothesis is accepted. Let's now see how to write null and alternative hypothesis. Example 1. If a researcher is assuming that the bearing capacity of a bridge is more than 10 tons, the hypothesis under the study will be: null hypothesis can be written as this. Alternate hypothesis can be written as this. Example 2. There is a difference between the work ethic values of American and Asian employees. The hypothesis under the study will be: null hypothesis can be written as this, or we can also write it as, here H0 represents the null hypothesis. It is showing the mean work ethic value of Americans and the mean work ethic value of Asians. Alternate hypothesis can be written as this. Here HA represents the alternate hypothesis and the mean work ethic values of American and Asians. Example 3. Women are more motivated than men. The hypothesis under this study will be: null hypothesis can be written as this, which is the same as, here H0 represents the null hypothesis. It is showing the mean motivational level of the men and the mean motivational level of the woman. Alternate hypothesis can be written as this, which is the same as, here HA represents the alternate hypothesis and it is showing the mean motivational levels of men and women.